Welcome back to your Crowdsourcing Shopee YouTube channel. Today's video is about the Saitama cryptocurrency coin, or the Saitama cryptocurrency token. And I'm doing this video because recently nagkaroon ng FUD, or fear, uncertainty, and doubt about this Saitama cryptocurrency token. November 19, 2021, 1:52 a.m., bumaba ang kanyang current price by 10.53%. Okay. To better understand this one, I would like to set your expectation na itong Saitama cryptocurrency token, this token is not yet listed on the Binance cryptocurrency exchange. Available ang Saitama cryptocurrency token on a number of exchanges. So as we speak, meron siyang 14 exchanges kung saan if you're willing to invest on this cryptocurrency token, maaari mo siyang bilhin. Looking at the market tab on the CoinMarketCap website, hindi pa siya listed sa Binance. Even crypto.com, hindi ko pa siya makita dito. Although on some other micro cap exchanges, listed na ang Saitama, like yung Gate.io, LBank, and MEXC cryptocurrency exchanges. We'll go deeper into that as we go along on this video. So kindly make sure to watch this video until the end para maintindihan nyo yung kumbaga magkaroon kayo ng understanding kung ano ba yung nangyari. And to best understand the current situation, magre-react lang tayo dito sa isang video from one of the reliable cryptocurrency YouTube influencers that I am also subscribed to. I also watch his videos. He also supports Shiba Inu token and also the Saitama token. So credits to this YouTube channel, Austin Hilton. We're just going to react to this video para maintindihan nyo kung ano ba yung nangyari earlier about Saitama. So ipi-play ko na yung video.
Hey guys, how you doing? Well, we have another little wrinkle in development in the Saitama story. So I did a video on this previously. I'll link to that video at the end of this video, okay? But I want to show you this. So when I did my video,
ayan, ang sinasabi niya, nakikita niyo itong nasa taas. Ang CoinMarketCap kasi nag-update yan ng mga real-time information once available on every token na listed sa kanilang website. So kung makikita nyo dito, nakasulat, Willie D, a partner of Saitama sentenced in wire fraud scam, FBI. For more information on the partnership, visit here. FBI press release. So 2 minutes lang naman tong video, pero yung mga sinasabi niya, i-explain ko rin siya in depth. After I also personally experienced this earlier. It's just that na-refresh ko na yung page. Kung babalikan ko lang yung yung nandito kasi yung history nung nung nakita ko na to kanina sa CoinMarketCap, and nandito pa siya sa yung history. Ayan. So nung 11:28 PM earlier, talagang nasa CoinMarketCap website siya. Gusto ko lang maipakita sa inyo tong video na to kasi yung sa kanya, real time niyang ginawa. Para makita niyo yung medyo intriguing dito medyo merong intriga dito sa sa Saitama ngayon eh. Panoorin, ituloy na natin.
And I have not refreshed the screen to show you proof in case.
Ayan hindi daw niya ni-refresh yung screen niya to show the proof na, ayan, tingnan natin.
You're just seeing what's going on. This right here was on the page for Saitama on CoinMarketCap. Went up, I think, last night. It was there this morning. I woke up to all hell's broken loose, etc.
Okay.
Okay, but I want to show you something. So this was here. I did a video. I talked about all this, so I'm not going to dig into everything that was here. Well, we'll talk about it. When Willie D, a partner of St. Thomas, sent us some wire fraud scan FBI for scam FBI. For more information on the partnership, visit here. FBI press release, visit here. This was here. Obviously, you're seeing it on the screen. Proof. Okay. Watch.
I-refresh niya na yung i-refresh niya na tong website.
Refresh the page. It is gone. Yeah. Why was it there? Was it an ad placed by somebody to sabotage Saitama?
Ano naman yun yung part na yun na sinasabi niya na sabi niya, advertisement lang ba yun na parang paid advertisement lang ba yun na magpo-post ka ng ganun para mag-cause ng fear, uncertainty and doubt or FUD dito sa particular token na to. Pero medyo subjective yun. So I also made my own research. I also read through a couple of articles. So we'll go deeper into that, pero tapusin lang natin yung sinasabi niya.
I checked. You can buy advertising space and place.
So pwede, kung ikaw ay may enough economy, pwede ka daw magbayad ng dito, advertisement space para makapag place or put ng ad dito sa CoinMarketCap. Yun yung sinasabi niya.
Ads on pages. That's scenario A. Scenario B. Was this something that CoinMarketCap felt like they needed to tell us?
Meron bang gustong nag-post ba daw yung CoinMarketCap website nung ganong information about it's something related to a criminal case kasi kaya parang subjective na naman siya, pero kasi kung ikaw yung makakabasa nun, medyo may mako-concern ka kung halimbawa nag-invest ka dito sa coin na to tapos makakita ka ng ganun. Siyempre umiiwas tayo sa mga di ba, scam. So syempre in effect matatakot yung portion ng mga holders ng Saitama, matatakot natural.
And they didn't do their research and they didn't realize that this was 12 years old information.
Yan. Tama naman, agree ako doon kasi nung ako mismo buti nga nandito pa sa history ko nung binalikan ko yan, kung makikita ito yan yan yung article na to. Pagka-clinic nyo yung link na yun kanina na nasa taas ng CoinMarketCap, on that time na naka-post pa siya, ito yun. Yan. So, rapper Willie D sentenced in wire fraud scam. I-check natin yung profile or background check din natin si rapper Willie D mamaya para maintindihan nyo kung sino ba siya sa Saitama, para maintindihan nyo kung bakit impacting tong nangyari na to sa CoinMarketCap na post yung previous sentence niya involving a wire fraud scam. So, kung makikita nyo dito, US Attorney's Office, November 2, 2010. So, balikan natin yung video.
Possibly. We don't know, but what we do know is it's gone.
Wala na daw. Sarcastic ng
you make your own choice, right? Yeah, okay. So, obviously, Saitama took a hit and has dropped down, but look at this, guys. We dropped.
Tingnan nyo, laki ng impact, oh. Ilan yan? Nung nire-record niya, ano pa yan, bumaba pa yan ng lagpas 30%, pero yan, 28%. Malaking impact yan. Kitang-kita nyo naman yung graph, nung nagre-record siya kanina.
Dropped down into the threes, and we came back almost exactly a double from, basically bounce back up, 100% back up. Don't do math in public, right? Saitama will recover from this. This is a good buying opportunity for those of you not investing.
Yun nga naman. Yan. Yes, bumaba yung lang naman, practical lang naman yun na this is a good buying opportunity kung regardless nung risk involved dito sa coin na to is willing ka pa rin mag-invest and naniniwala ka sa project given the fact na may nangyaring ganun na na-post yung isang previous fraud case about a certain member of the Saitama circle, yung main circle nila or yung developer team. Pero come to think of it, bakit mo tatanggalin yung isang sensitive article na yun kung ikaw mismo na yung pinagkakatiwalaan kang source when it comes to cryptocurrency, obvious na obvious naman yan, CoinMarketCap, lahat tayo. Lahat ng mga taong inclined sa cryptocurrency, nagbabasa niyan. So kung alam nila sa sarili nila na misleading yung information or incorrect, natural, buburahin nila yon. Otherwise, kung alam nila na totoong rug pull or sabihin na nating scam yung cryptocurrency token, hindi nila tatanggalin yan kasi na-prove nila na totoo. Like yung nangyari doon sa rug pull ng Squid Game token, yun ano, legit talaga na ano yun. Iniwanan ng developer yung project and then rug pull siya. So yun talaga masasabi nating scam. Pero ito, this is a gray area when they posted that information na outdated. So medyo subjective pa tayo sa part na to, pero I also read some articles to shed some light on what's happening.
But look at the volume, guys. Look at the volume. By the way, if you're a Saitama holder,
Yan. Yung volume na yan, oh. Ganito kasi fun fact lang, for Binance, ang parang prerequisite nila para ma-list sa Binance ang isang cryptocurrency coin or project, at least kung maganda yung project and pumasa sila sa standards ni Binance, dapat meron din siyang number of holders, yung volume niya dapat 200,000 and above. So kung makikita nyo dito, medyo maliit siya. Puntahan natin yan mamaya, pero nasa lagpas 200,000. So considering yung nakikita natin dito na number ng exchange kung saan naka-list ang Saitama, kahit pa paano marami na yan. Wala pa dito yung crypto.com and yung Binance. Isipin nyo na lang yung impact nun kapag na-list yung Saitama sa Binance. Ayan. Ito guys, isa pang importanteng information na dapat nyong maintindihan. Kita nyo to in April 2020, CoinMarketCap was acquired by Binance Capital Management. CoinMarketCap will continue to be run as an independent business entity and stays committed to providing the most accurate, timely, and quality cryptocurrency data in the industry. So, in a sense, may intindihan natin na kumbaga may say si Binance Capital Management on those information na maaaring i-post or i-upload dito sa CoinMarketCap website. So, yan isang importanteng information niya na dapat i-consider.
Your reflections are going up insane right now. I've looked and it is just, it is going through the roof because we have a lot of people who saw this news
okay.
And they freaked out and they jumped.
Ang nangyari, yung iba laking impact kasi nun eh. Ang nangyari, natakot yung iba. Di syempre, yung whatever holdings nila ng Saitama, binenta na nila. Kaya ang epekto nun, bababa yung price niya.
Yeah, that's what I got for you. Short one here. Guys, as always, I'll see you later. Take it easy. Bye.
Okay. So basically guys, ang nangyari dito, itong si Willie James Dennis, nagpanggap siya na electronic salesman. Tapos yung mga gadgets or items na binenta niya online are iPhones and other electronic devices na to eh. Tapos binibenta niya daw sa eBay. Ngayon, ang nangyari, yung mga, 'di ba nagpanggap siya na online salesman. Tapos nagbebenta siya ng mga iPhone and other gadgets. Ini-instruct niya yung mga customer na i-transfer yung payment through his bank account. Ngayon, ang problema doon, so kung iPhone man yun or whatever device, hindi nila na-receive. Ngayon, nung nagrereklamo ang mga customer na wala silang natanggap after paying him on his bank account, ang sinasabi niya sa mga customer, mag-file kayo ng complaint doon sa US Postal Service and other couriers or yung mga courier na nagde-deliver ng item. So based dito sa information na nabasa natin in the last 3 paragraphs, ang nakikita ko dito na naging outcome is that as a part of his plea agreement, he's been ordered to make full restitution at or before his sentencing. So pag hinanap naman natin ang ibig sabihin ng restitution, ang ibig sabihin involves the court as part of a sentence in a criminal case ordering the defendant to compensate the victim for losses suffered as a result of yung act in question na yun eh. So ibig sabihin, kung ito yung by default na dapat magiging yung parusa sa kanya, Instead, ang nangyari, he's been ordered by the court to make a full restitution. Ibig sabihin, kailangan niyang accompanied by his lawyers and the bondsman, dapat itong si Willie D maging responsible doon sa full amount na involved doon sa guilty act na ginawa niya of wire fraud. So whatever amount yung involved, itong $132,303 na to dapat maging responsible siya na isettle to dito sa 29 people na naging victim nung wire fraud na nangyari. So for this one, in relation to the Saitama website, kailangan din nating maintindihan kung sino ba si Willie D and bakit ba naging malaki yung impact nung article from 2010 when it was posted on the CoinMarketCap website. Saitama, one of the fastest growing cryptocurrency and community-driven platforms, has named Willie D as the president of NFT creation. So, kasama sa projects ni Saitama ang NFT. Tapos, nakikita nyo to, NFT curation and talent acquisition. So, more on engagement ang role niya sa Saitama. Kailangan din kasi ng project ng may background sa social media and yung media in general para maka-attract pa ng mga partners and investors for this particular cryptocurrency token. Okay, in this talent acquisition role, Willie D will be responsible for securing high-level partnerships within several industries, including but not limited to high-profile individuals and businesses in the entertainment space. So yun. So yun yung pinaka-role ni Willie D dito sa Saitama. Kaya gano'n na lang yung impact niya kanina nung post yung previous information about wire fraud scam last 2010 na-involve yung pangalan niya na nadawit. And based on sa article na nabasa natin, it was a guilty plea, although yung naging outcome was to a retribution wherein he needs to be responsible to communicate with the victims affected, and kailangan niyang ibalik yung whatever damages or losses. For transparency, guys, gusto ko lang din i-share sa inyo yung information na kung makikita nyo dito, meron din akong holdings ng Saitama. So this is my own decision. This is based on my risk appetite. And considering yung nangyari about the post of a related article for Willie James D, I'm still holding Saitama. And I will still support the project and monitor the project in the long run for fruitful gains. And kung makikita nyo dito, marami pa tayong mga ibang coins na included. So I will also find time to discuss some other micro-cap coins na hindi pa listed sa Binance, pero naniniwala ako dun sa mga drive nung projects in the long run na magiging fruitful din sila, kaya ako nag-invest dito. You can also check our crowdsourcing Shopee about section, wherein you can also find the income generating business ideas online. Our disclaimer statement for crowdsourcing Shopee YouTube channel. All the information on this website is published in good faith and for general information purposes only. Any action you take upon the information you find on this website is strictly at your own risk. Kung meron kayong mga comments and questions, i-post nyo lang sa mga videos natin, and whenever I have time, I'll find a way to upload videos to answer all your questions. Maraming salamat, and God bless everyone. Have a great day.